Give me one more. Nice. G'day, my name's Adam Hills. Welcome to Spicks and Specks, the music quiz show that was found collapsed in a Sydney park with a packet of Whiz-Fizz in its pocket. Our two team captains each and every week are the eternal flame, Alan Bro, and the candle in the wind, Miff Warhurst. Alan's first guest tonight is a singer, actress and producer whose mother was Judy Garland, whose sister is Liza Minnelli and whose godfather was Frank Sinatra. She's currently touring the country with her own solo show. We're genuinely honoured to welcome to the show Lorna Luft. Welcome. Alan's second team member tonight is a comedian and broadcaster who once embarrassed himself in an interview with Broadway legend Stephen Sondheim because he took all his research from the internet. Turns out Sondheim isn't the Wangaratta under-12 triple jump champion. Please welcome back Jonathan Biggins. Miff's first guest tonight is as much a part of the Australian music scene as tight black jeans, a backstage pass and a packet of cigarettes tucked under the sleeve of your T-shirt. He's the Wild and Willy Wilbur Wilde. Miff's final guest is a comedian who recently arm-wrestled a 10-year-old boy on live radio and lost. If she was a gladiator, her name would be Lay Monica. Welcome back, Felicity Ward. Now, before we start the show, Lorna, it's an amazing deal for us to go through your family history like that, to think that you were Judy Garland's daughter, Liza Minnelli's sister, Frank Sinatra was your godfather. It must be strange for you because I'm assuming that's just, like, normal.
It was my normal. I thought Frank Sinatra went to everyone's house. I had what to you would be odd, and to me it was normal. Yeah.
But did you ever say to Frank Sinatra, "You're my godfather"? And he said, "I deny those allegations. Prove it in court."
No. Funny, I didn't.
Now, were you raised in Los Angeles?
I was raised in Los Angeles, London, New York. I went to 17 different schools in 17 different cities. Good news, bad news. Good news, I got really good at geography. Bad news, I couldn't spell geography.
Right, let's get on with the show. Our first round tonight is called Know Your Product. Your choices tonight are hip-hop, adult-oriented rock, or AOR, experimental music, and American songbook. Miff, you can pick the first topic tonight.
Well, I know Wilbur wants hip-hop, but I think we'll go AOR.
Good choice.
Yep, excellent.
AOR, Al?
And we're going to have the American songbook, please.
Thought you might. We'll start with AOR, though. Everyone on your buzzers. Let's play Spicks and Specks. Your first question for 1 point. Which 80s AOR band blessed the rains down in Africa? Yes?
Toto.
Toto, indeed.
Nice.
For 2 points, have a listen to this 70s classic. Name the song and the band.
That's Heart.
It is Heart.
Isn't that really high note? What a surprise.
Magic, something. Is it magic? It's a magic. Magic. Tragic.
Magic Man?
Magic Man, yes! 3 points on the line for your final question. Have a look at these 3 AOR album covers. Name the artists. Oh, yes.
Neil Diamond.
Peter Frampton.
And
Toto.
No, I'm going to open it to this side. And by the way, Neil Diamond is not correct either.
isn't it?
You got Peter Frampton in the middle, so I'm going to throw it over to Miff's team.
It looks like Nick Cave and Wolverine, but I don't think it's them.
Not Roger Daltrey.
No.
Is that not Dr. Hook or something?
No.
Or,
It was Van Morrison and Bob Seger.
Oh!
On the other side. Hey, the swimwear company Billabong was recently sued by Peter Frampton when they released a line of bikinis with Peter Frampton's image on the back and the quote, "Baby, I love your waves." Oh. They looked like this.
Do you know, they just sued them because it's the worst pun ever. They didn't sue it because it's his song title.
And you know what? That bikini line was actually selling quite well at the time. A lot better, too, than the Phil Spector Speedos.
Talk about 70s wide sides. That's wide in so many ways.
On to American Songbook. Your first question for 1 point. Finish this line from a Cole Porter song. Birds do it. Yes.
Bees do it.
Yes.
Even educated fleas do it. Let's do it.
Let's fall in love.
Yes, indeed, from the song Let's Do It. Next question for 2 points. The Duke and Sweepy were nicknames for which jazz partnership?
Ellington and...
Ellington.
Duke Ellington was one.
Duke Ellington and Sweet Pea.
I'll let these guys have a guess first.
Not Count Basie, no, not...
No.
This side?
Take him, Willie.
Billy Strayhorn.
Yes, it was. We were one.
Why was he sweepy?
He was a sweet guy and wrote a tune called Lush Life when he was 16,
Yeah.
a teetotaling Catholic, and there's a line in it which goes, "A week in Paris would ease the bite of it. All I care is to smile in spite of it. I'll forget you I will, while yet you are still burning inside my brain. Romance is mush, stifling those that strive. I'll live a lush life in some small dive, and there I'll be while I rot with the rest of those whose lives are lonely too."
He's amazing, Billy.
Great song, you know.
It's almost like, I just felt like, welcome back to Sunday Arts. Finally, for 3 points, listen to these three legendary vocalists. Wait till the end of all three, and then name the tunes.
Fill my heart with song.
You better chase all your cares away.
And be better off than you are.
Yes.
That was Frank with Fly Me to the Moon.
Yes.
And then I'm out.
And then,
Would you like to sing on a star?
Would you swing on a star, isn't it?
Swinging on a Star, yes.
That's what I said.
the middle one. Don't know.
I can't remember. No.
We got it.
All right, I'm going to throw to this side, yes.
Has it come
Come
fly
fly with me.
No! It was a song by the name of Get Happy by Ella Fitzgerald. Now, Lorna, what, in your eyes, was it that made your mother so special as a performer?
Because she was an original.
Yeah.
And also, I think, because she grew up in front of the public. You know, we were talking about the word legend, okay?
Yeah.
And it's sort of thrown around a bit today, okay? And there are people today who they say are legendary. I think iconic, maybe. But my mom was a legend, because I think when you become legend is after you've gone. I think that the meaning of legend also means half fiction and larger than life. And my mother's career was so extraordinary, because when my mom was 37 years old, she had made 39 movies.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I saw a news entertainment report last week that said film legend Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
That's...
No.
But the interesting thing about the word legend, I mean, legend actually implies it's not entirely true.
Right.
What about your
fiction.
mother's life that we know of would you consider to be a
legend?
fiction?
The one thing that my mom really did not like, and I continue to hopefully put to bed that myth, that my mother was this tragic figure. Okay, yeah, she had tragedies in her life, but she wasn't tragic. She was really funny. In fact, a couple of years ago, I came across this interview with Lucille Ball. And Lucy, in this interview, was asked what it was like to be the world's funniest woman. And her answer was, she said, "I'm not funny. My writers are funny, but I'm not funny." She said, "You know who was funny? Judy Garland." She said, "Judy made me look like a mortician."
She used to pull pranks on people on tour, did she not?
She was like, she had this really childlike, wondrous sense of humor. And she would do things that... We were living in London, okay, and we were living at the really famous Savoy Hotel, very chic hotel. And I was, I don't know, 9, 10 years old. And we had gone out to dinner, and we had come back to the hotel, and we were on our floor, and we were going to our room. And I noticed that all these people had left their shoes outside the door. So I said to her, I said, "Why did they do that?" And she said, "Oh, because they like to have them clean for the next morning." And then she looked at me and she said, "Wouldn't it be funny if we switched all the shoes?"